Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing great. If you are seeing me for the very first time, hi, this is Alekhya, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button and also click that bell icon so that you won't miss anything from my side. So basically makeup perfect గా స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం, బట్ వన్ స్మాల్ మిస్టేక్ చాలు మేకప్ డిజాస్టర్గా తయారవడానికి. సో today, instead of just sitting and telling you the solutions, I am actually going to do my makeup while talking about some of the most common makeup disasters and how I fix them. So basically this is a get ready with me plus makeup mistakes and their fixes. Whether you are a beginner or someone who does makeup regularly, nalaga ee mistakes almost all andarki jarutayi. So let's quickly fix those makeup fails in minutes, and without any further ado, let's quickly get started. Okay, I'm starting with my base, and first disaster I want to talk about is patchy foundation. ఇది ఎస్పెషల్లీ నోస్ అరౌండ్ అండ్ మౌత్ కార్నర్స్ దగ్గర కానీ లేదా డ్రై ఏరియాస్లో చాలా కామన్. సమ్ టైమ్స్ ఫౌండేషన్ అప్లై చేశాక ఒక ప్లేస్లో స్మూత్గా ఉంటుంది అండ్ అనదర్ ప్లేసెస్లో ప్రోడక్ట్ స్టిక్ అయిపోయి ప్యాచీగా కనిపిస్తుంది. అండ్ అవర్ ఇమీడియట్ రియాక్షన్ ఏంటి అంటే మేబీ ఐ నీడ్ మోర్ ఫౌండేషన్ అని చెప్పి ఇంకా కొంచెం ఫౌండేషన్ యాడ్ చేస్తాం అండ్ సమ్హౌ ఇట్ గెట్స్ మోర్ వర్స్. యాక్చువల్లీ ప్యాచీ ఫౌండేషన్కి మోర్ ఫౌండేషన్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ద ఆన్సర్. ఇఫ్ యువర్ స్కిన్ ఈజ్ డ్రై, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ యువర్ స్కిన్ కేర్ అండ్ స్కిన్ ప్రెప్ ప్రాపర్గా ఉండాలి. ఐఎమ్ అప్లయింగ్ మై ఫౌండేషన్ నౌ ఇన్ అ థిన్ లేయర్. ఐ ఆల్వేస్ ప్రిఫర్ స్టార్టింగ్ విత్ లెస్ ప్రోడక్ట్ అండ్ దెన్ బిల్డింగ్ ద కవరేజ్. సో ఒకవేళ మీరు కనుక ప్యాచీ ఏరియాని ఏదైనా ఐడెంటిఫై చేస్తే జస్ట్ టేక్ ద డాంప్ స్పాంజ్ అండ్ జెంట్లీ ప్రెస్ ఓవర్ ద ఏరియా. సో ఏదైతే ఎక్సెస్ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఉంటుందో అది ఈజీగా రిమూవ్ అయిపోయి అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ని ఈజీగా బ్లెండ్ చేసేస్తుంది. సో ప్యాచీ ఫౌండేషన్, డోంట్ పైల్ ఆన్ మోర్ ఫౌండేషన్. బ్లెండ్, ప్రెస్ అండ్ రిమూవ్ ద ఎక్సెస్ ఫస్ట్. నౌ నెక్స్ట్ డిజాస్టర్ ఏంటి అంటే ఫౌండేషన్ షేడ్ మిస్ మ్యాచ్. You apply your foundation indoors and you're like, wow, perfect match. Then ఒక్కసారి బయటకి వెళ్ళి న్యాచురల్ లైట్లో చూసుకున్న తర్వాత సడన్లీ యువర్ ఫేస్ అండ్ నెక్ ఆర్ ఫ్రమ్ టూ డిఫరెంట్ ఫ్యామిలీస్. This is why I always recommend checking your foundation in natural light and don't test your foundation on your hand. Now, if you already applied a foundation that is slightly too dark, you can balance the face using lighter concealer in the center. Blend the foundation down towards the neck, but if the shade is completely wrong, honestly, there is only so much correcting you can do. Sometimes the better solution is simply removing some of the foundation and using a better shade. Third disaster is a very common one, that is using too much concealer. I feel especially when we watch makeup tutorials, we see people applying a lot of concealer and it's common to think more concealer means more coverage, but not necessarily. If you apply too much product under your eyes, it can settle into fine lines and make the area look heavy. So apply a little bit, and if you want, you can always build it up. And now, if you accidentally apply too much concealer, don't immediately remove your whole base. Take a damp sponge and gently press over the area. The sponge will pick up the excess product, then blend the edges. Simple. So let's quickly move on to the next disaster. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows, and let's talk about one of my favorite makeup disasters, eyebrows becoming too dark. Especially when you're trying to make both eyebrows look symmetrical. First, brows look good. Then second brow looks lighter, so you add more. Then suddenly the first one also needs more, and before you know it, you have two very dark eyebrows. If that happens, don't remove your whole brow. Just take a clean spoolie and brush through the brows. This distributes the product and immediately makes them look softer. For the front of the brow, I like keeping it more natural and fluffy, and if the edges are too harsh, take a tiny bit of concealer on a smaller brush and clean them around. But do not overdo it. We want the brows to look like actual hair. So remember, two dark brows, spoolie first, concealer second. Okay, now let's move on to the blush, and this is where things can go very wrong quickly, because blush is one product where I always tell myself just one more little bit, and then suddenly I'll be like whole pink joker kind of a person. So let's actually talk about what to do if you apply too much blush. Let's say you went overboard with your blush. First, do not panic. Please do not immediately wipe your cheek. Take the foundation brush you used for your base. There will be usually a little bit of foundation left on it. Now gently press over the blush, tap tap tap, and do not rub. This will soften the blush and bringing it back to the base. If it's still too intense, you can repeat it and with blush my honest tip is start with less and build it, especially if you are using a pigmented blush, because once you apply too much, fixing it takes longer than you think. Now, let's quickly move on to my favorite disaster. We all know it happens, it's the mascara smudge. We spend a lot of time doing our eyes and then suddenly one dot mascara under your eye. And the biggest mistake you can make is wiping it immediately while it's still wet, because you'll have a black line instead of tiny black dot. So let it dry completely. Once it dries, take a clean pulley and gently flick it away. Usually it comes off without disturbing the makeup underneath. If mascara transfer is something that happens to you regularly, you can try waterproof or tubing mascaras. So wet mascara, leave it, let it dry and then remove it. This one tip can save your entire eye makeup. So that's all for today's video, and if you want part 2 with even more makeup fails and their easy solutions, definitely tell me because there are so many more. And if you like this video, do not forget to like, subscribe and share with your makeup loving friends. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.